What's up? Welcome back to Gaming with King with another F1 Manager video. So today's video is going to be our Series 10 video, a part of our 12-part series. Today we're at Series 10. So my driver pick for Series 10 are going to remain the same, Albon and Kimi, both at level 6. I recently got Grosjean up to level 9. So if you don't have a Albon up to level 6 or a higher level, then you can use Grosjean instead of Albon. And these are for free-to-play, pay-to-play drivers, Lewis Hamilton, Verstappen, and so on. So if you get those epics up to light level 4, then you can use them in the higher leagues. Alright, so remember to subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications, and also hit the like button. Let's get straight into this. So we're now in Series 10. There we go. As you know, from Series 8 to Series 12, it's a mixture of tracks from lower series. So you've already raced on these tracks. And once again, we get matched with a 2019 team. Let's see what the pole looks like. Then we will know if we can win or not. France here is a Series 1 track. So yeah. So the strategy is going to be a bit different from what you would do in Series 1 for France, as it's a higher series now. Alright, so the polling is way off. He's like in second and third, and we're way in the back. Cancel. I'm going to forfeit this one, as we have also selected the wrong tire scheme. Forfeit. Alright, hopefully we can find a fair enough match. For me, I can afford to forfeit. I mean, from once you're at this stage of the game, you should be able. I like racing 2019 teams, but only if the poles are good. If the poles are close, if I had pole like 4 and 5 behind his second and third, then I would give him a run for his money. But that big pole in ahead, that's just gonna waste my time really. Unless you're just gonna race for the race create points. Alright, so we're now at Hungary. This is another Series 1 track. So we're currently seeing 2 tracks from Series 1 here in Series 10. Alright, so these poles are looking good. Nice fair poles here. And it's going to be dry race into a wet. So we're going to start with hard tires here. We could start with soft tires and go for 4 laps. But we're going to go with hard tires, as we can get up 4 to 6 laps. So we should repit in the 5th lap and repit into soft tires and boost to the finish. Alright, so you want to start off with the boost as usual. Albon slacking back right there, getting jammed up. Alright, so the line is now formed. Kimi inside line, nice. So we're gonna cut down here. Let's cut down right about here as well with Albon, and just allow them to get comfortable in their positions as the race progresses. So rival is using Verstappen and Perez. So this should be a very interesting race, as he's on soft tires and looks to me like he's driving on regular driving based off of his tires movement there. So he's definitely on regular driving, so he was definitely going to go to pit in the 3rd lap, while we'll be going to pit in the 5th lap. As we conserve. Zoom down a little bit. So the weather will begin as we should go into pit. The weather should begin about now. I think one of our rival cars suffered a breakdown as he was heading into pit. There he is, just getting out of pit. So yeah, this race is definitely in the bag. So the strategy you want to use here is 4 laps or 5 laps on hard tires, and then you want to go back to soft tires to finish. Since it's going to be a weather race here, we can go to pit in the fort. So we're going to start our boost here now. Get that one more lap. Alright, so we're going to go to pit in the fort here, as we should be able to boost the finish on wet tires, as it's 3 to 5 and 4 to 6 on wet. Let's go down trackside, see what our drivers are doing. The weather here is coming up real quick. As you can see, percentage is going up real fast. So if we had went for another lap, we would have gotten stuck on hard tires above that 50% mark. Alright, there we go. Like our rival there, that's gonna go for another lap. And as you can see, the 50% mark is right now. There we go. So his hard tires are gonna begin to slow, as wet tires will now be dominant tires and do more aggressive driving. And with that partly cloudy weather coming after the rain, you know the track will take 2 laps to dry out, as there's no sun, so it's going to dry out really slow. So 2 laps. If it was cloudy with a little sun, then it would take a lap and a half to dry out. If it was sunny, it will take 1 lap to dry out. So keep that in mind. Alright, we should be good for 1 more lap, and that should finish the race. So we got up to 96% wetness, 97%. Now it's cloudy. It's going to take 2 laps, so we're definitely going to be finishing the race here without going back to pit. Looks like we can pull a lap on our rival. Let's go down to Kimi. About to run out of fuel. Let's see if Kimi can get that lap in on Verstappen. Let's zoom down on Kimi. Alright, so he's out of fuel. While Albon here, it's about to be out of fuel and out of tires. So they're both out of fuel and out of tires. We didn't get the lap. But yeah, that was a good race. Good race. Well done. Good luck. So we now have to wait for his Verstappen to cross the finish line before the race can be over. So yeah, that's how you want to race in Series 10. For those of you who are asking for car parts, we'll be doing a car parts video after the 12-part series is over, so you guys can look out for that. I'm trying to compile the best setups so you guys can know the very best. Also putting together the best tips and how to tune your car. So it's 4 laps, 2 from Series 7 and 2 from Series 1. That makes up to Series 10. So Monaco and Marina Bay, Singapore are Series 7 tracks, and the other 2 are Series 1 tracks. Alright, let's go. Let's see what the pole's like. We're back on Hungary one more time. I was hoping to get a different track than Hungary again. Good pull from Kimi here. Alright, so it's basically the same as we just did. Go to hard tires. Alright, let me see. Let's go with soft tires here, as I can show you the soft tires method if you want to choose soft tires over the hard tires. I would say the hard tires are the better way to go, but we can also choose soft tires. Alright, so with soft tires you want to cut down a bit early, as you're trying to get the maximum amount of laps, which is 4. So you want to cut that boost down a bit early and allow your driver to settle into his position really quick, as we're trying to use 25% of tires for each lap. Here we go with Kimi, about to cross the line with just that exact 25%. So if we hadn't cut down, Albon 1% behind, 2% behind. If we hadn't cut right down at the beginning where we cut down, then that would be a lot more percentage off. So with those 2% off, we will make it up back on the 4th lap. We should have at least about 30% on the 4th lap. Alright, let's see Kimi going back around to the finish line. Alright, so we're back on track with 50% remaining for Kimi. Albon still behind by 2 points, 2%, but he will make it up on the final lap, as each lap shaves off a little extra. So yeah. Alright, so just let them run. Looks like our rival is on regular driving once again, so he should be going to pit now. Alright, there we go. So we have 2% extra with Kimi, and let's see if we're just at the right mark with Albon. There we go. Nice, 25% remaining. So we're just at the mark with Albon. So you're not able to boost your drivers now into pit until they're close to pit. Like here, and you want to start your boost phase into pit. So basically this is a 4-2-2 strategy. So you go for 4 laps on conserve, you go back to pit, start your boost phase for 2 laps. Our rival run out of tires right there. Let's go to pit lane. Bye bye. Alright, so now we're going to be boosting for 2 laps and going back to pit in the 6th lap. Let's go Albon. Alright, the weather is coming out, so we are going to be repitting into wet tires in the 6th. But yeah, if the weather wasn't coming out and you want to repit in the 6th lap, you would repit into soft tires once again, and then that should take you to the finish. Oh, we repitted early with Albon there. He didn't pass the pit gate. Ow. Alright, that's okay. The weather is about to start either way, and that's a lot of tires to get to the finish. But those mistakes, or the mistakes that I always talk about, you want to pay attention so you don't make those mistakes. But it's all good. This race is still in the bag. But a mistake like that could have cost you the race if it was close. Alright, so it's all good. So that's how, if you wanted to start with soft tires on this track, that's how you would do it. 4-2-2 strategy, where you can serve for the first 4, and then you go to pit in the 4th lap, boost for 2 lap, repit in the 6th lap, and boost to the finish. Alright, hopefully we can get a next track for this one, for the final race of Series 10. Alright, Kimi got the first place position. So that's pole for Kimi. Albon up to 8th place. Looks like he can get that 7th place position. There he goes. 6th place looking to going good. We're not going to catch 6th place. That's okay. So that was a good race. Well done. Now we'll have to wait for rival cars to cross the finish line. Then we can go and search for the final race. That was a good race. Let's give him a well done and a good luck. Alright, there we go. That's it. Nice 42 right there. Nice. Alright, we got a race crate. See what we got in this race crate. Hopefully we get some good stuff. Nice, lock on. Perez 1. Alright, that's good. Alright, so we're gonna go for our final Series 10 race now. Hopefully we can get onto another track. Search is taking a little bit. Okay, there we go. Alright, so we're back on France. First track we started with, as I was explaining, for France you wouldn't want to race Series 10 like the way you race Series 1, where we were using hard tires and go back into hard tires. So you want to use this strategy. You want to go for soft hard tires to start, and we're going to go for 4 laps. We're going to repit in the 4th for soft tires, boost for 2 laps, repit in the 6th. So that's the key way to race in the higher series. Start on hard, go for conserve for 4. So it's basically the same 4-2-2 that we were just talking about on Hungary. So that's the best strategy to use in the higher series. Alright, good driving here from Kimi and Albon. Cut down there. Albon maximum is 4 laps. Could go for 4.5 lap, as Kimi maximum is 5 laps. So Albon is just right there. If you had given him the self-control boost that would give you just that little amount of tires, then he would be able to get that 5th lap. So it's not 100% that he can only do 4 laps. So we are still able to use a little boost. Give him that little boost when he needs it. As he's dropping back, let's give that little boost. Try to keep him up. Taking corners wheel right wide there. Not following his race line. Alright, we're not going to waste too much fuel to keep Albon going. So we're just going to allow him to drop back, as I think that these cars that are overtaking are on soft. No, they're not. They're on hard tires. So yeah, Albon is just slacking off this race. So just allow him. We're just allowing him. As you can see, our rival is using the conserve strategy, as his tires with his stroll are not that far away from ours. So he's definitely using the conserve strategy. He's definitely going to go to pit in the 4th lap. You want to pay close attention to your rival's tire management, and if that will give you an idea how he's going to play, if he's going to go for a 4-2-2 or what he's going to go for. Alright, let's see. Yep, he's going for 4-2-2. Alright, that's okay. So now we know our strategy that our rival is using. All the better for us. We're gonna go to pit now. We're gonna start the boost phase with Kimi. Start the boost phase with Albon to pit. We should get some distance on our rival here with Albon to go to pit, as he's about to run out of tires, so he won't be able to boost. There we go. By the time he is in pit, we should be out. There we go. So yeah, this race definitely is in the bag at this point. So now we're going to go back to pit in the 6th lap. So just allow, let's go down trackside. I would really wish at a future update we will get an onboard camera where we can be on board with our drivers as they go around the track, seeing the track from their viewpoint. Let's follow, see if we can follow Kimi here. Zoom out. Albon now in his 6th lap. We're going back to pit. Into pit now with Kimi. That's the 1st and 2nd place driver. We should get out of pit before them. Let's see. Alright, so we got out of pit before the Ferrari car. I think that was Lewis Hamilton that was in the lead. Yep, Lewis Hamilton. We will definitely be catching up to Hamilton within the 2 laps, and we might be able to get that overtake done. Let's go Kimi. Stroll defending, holding Kimi off right there. Kimi still pushing it at Stroll. Let's go Kimi. Alright, so it's the final lap. We haven't overtake Stroll or Hamilton, and we're about to be out of fuel. So I would say he's not going to make it, as these cars are defending Stroll. Alright, we got Stroll. Did we? Yes, we got Stroll. Now for Lewis Hamilton on the final sector. Let's go Kimi, let's go. Not yet out of fuel. Can we make it? Yes, Kimi dive bombed him there. Nice driving there from Kimi Raikkonen. Dive bomb Lewis Hamilton for the finish. Alright, so that's a good race. And yeah, that's how you want to race Series 10. Use the 4-2-2 strategy once it's dry, and you can still use the 4-2-2 for the wet. So yeah, as we await for our rival to go past the finish line. Yep, we should be out now. There we go. Nice, 44 points there. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face, tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.